Mamelodi Sundowns and Chippa United played in cup competition on a Friday. Chippa United played first against the first division side, the University of Pretoria. They lost by 2-0 to bow out of the competition. Mamelodi Sundowns went down to KwaZulu-Natal. They played at the Princess Magogo Stadium against the log leaders in the Glad Africa Championship. They won by 4-0, 3 of those goals coming in the second half. What is Kurt Lenkies going to bring to the Loftus Versfeld Stadium as he shifts across from one part of the city of Tshwane to the other? And brings Chippa United into play as we return to the DSTV Premiership and away from Nedbank Cup action for the moment. And the reason for that is because of Mamelodi Sundowns' participation in the Cup Champions League this coming weekend. Hanamo fires one across the face of Kennedy Mwene's goal. It didn't get closer than the 6-yard box. But I do love the way that Chippa United are organised tonight. I do love that Rashid Watenga, the Ugandan goalkeeper, is back in the starting lineup. There's a little touch from Bienvenu. Evan Gar, and that didn't miss the target by much. And Evan Gar is a little bit upset that he didn't get the decision from the assistant referee for a corner. This is a good effort from Chippa.
It is a good effort indeed, and they need to bring back more of those crosses. You know, Evan Gar being free in the box, not tightly marked by Mamelodi Sundowns, and that's what you need. You need those balls inside the box because he's a big boy. His presence is always going to be felt. So Chippa needs to go more wide and bring down those crosses.
It's a good start for Chippa United. They beat Sekakuni, the South Africa Championship champions, by a 0-0. Now, it's a little bit wild and over the top of the ball from Sipisekle Mkhize. The referee's having a close look at this.
We've been exposed to so much football now in general. We've seen such fouls being given. Oh, that's and one thing about the referee was he was just close by. His angle was proper, so it'll be interesting to see. Oh, he'll be lucky if he stays on.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit on the hectic side. Just over halfway through the first half, a quarter of a way through the match. Red card out of the picture. You can't see it, but there's the red card directly from Pilanginkosi Kumalo. And the big fella in the holding midfield, Sipisekle Mkhize, who turned, as we said, 23 on Saturday. Rivaldo Garcia again. Mamelodi Sundowns very patient here. It's going to be interesting to find out what happens in the halftime chat, because it was after the halftime chat against Richards Bay that Sundowns came out and scored 3 goals. And now reply to add to the Rolani goal in the first half. Good play here, and keeper's got to commit himself. An opportunity for a shot. It barrels away into the back of the net, and Johnny opens the scoring. First goal of the season for the captain. Took a knock in the face earlier on, but ball bobbling around inside that penalty area. And Nandile Jali suddenly finds the back of the net. The celebration, the happiness, the joy being shared by Peter Shalolile and company. 17 league appearances, 1 goal. And it's an important one. Makwena with a nod of the head. Zwane just missed his first touch. Kutumela wide.
I think you 100% right, Kevin. I think with Mamelodi Sundowns, I think the philosophy is more important than any player.
Boko Makwena recently signed from Super Sport United. His second match for Mamelodi Sundowns, played off the bench. Is Sereno. It's a very top effort. Shalolile again. Great save from Watenga. Beautiful football from Sundowns.
We spoke about taking a shot. Look at Sereno. Look at the distance where he was, the confidence that he has that we spoke about earlier. Forcing Watenga to make a save. I think the double save from Watenga, you can't take anything away from that. But you're expecting Peter Shalolile as well, that gets that second chance. You know, he's falling there. Make sure that at least to pick a spot. You know, force the goalkeeper, especially on the side. But you know, Watenga making a great save. You can see Shalolile there, very disappointed with himself. But
Hanamo with a little bit of space. The keeper thought about coming off his line there momentarily. Space for the Thuli. Somehow Kennedy Mwene's legs saved the day for Sundowns. That had a goal written all over it. A fantastic counter-attack from Chippa United. And if you were in the commentary box, you'd see Teko Modise holding his head in his hands. Sundowns lead by a 0-0. Only by a 0-0, having played for 3/4 of the match against a 10-man opposition. And the side that are battling the relegation struggle in the Premier League. Really top performance from Chippa. Oh, deflection goal! second deflection of the match. This time it's well struck by Tebogo Mokoena. And we were discussing why Tebogo Mokoena was signed by Sundowns, not only as a midfielder who can hold, who can distribute, but can score goals. That's why he's at Sundowns. That's why he's on the score sheet. It has been a match that Mamelodi Sundowns, well, I think reflects upon for a while. And certainly Chippa United, I think, even though losing by 2-0 in successive matches in 2022 against sides from Tshwane, will be much happier with the performance today than they were against the University of Pretoria Tucks, particularly because they were playing with 10 players.